Which is more likely? TCU to go undefeated in the regular season?
Oh, boy. The other one.
Or one of the new teams to win the Big 12?
Oh, God. That is tough.
It's got to be TCU.
It has
to be?
TCU.
It has to be?
It has to be. BYU's not going undefeated.
UCF?
Keaton Slovis will be hurt by week 4.
Well,
What's Gus Malzahn going to inside zone everybody to death?
Hey,
I don't believe.
the quarterback plays baseball,
I like John
too.
Reese Plumlee. I like him. It's a great story, but so is Hansel and Gretel and Little Red Riding Hood, and look what happened to them.
Story.
Not that UCF down the road can't do it, but not this year. Houston still needs some more time. I love the transfer they have from Texas Tech at quarterback. Again, I would buy them out of the 4 teams down the stretch, and then I'll get to Cincinnati. I'm going to get to that.
I'd have to go with TCU as well. You'd have to in that scenario.
To go undefeated.
Either one of those.
You lost Max Duggan. You lost your receiver.
So you're going to
lost
say
your
you
running
think
back.
there's a better chance that one of the new teams wins the Big 12
I think
this year?
UCF could do it. I
You
think
watch your
UCF
mouth.
could do it.
That's
You
a
need to
tough
watch
one.
your mouth.
Way to start out hot right out of the gate.
All right, I got one for you guys.
Let's hear it.
Neil Brown gets fired, head coach of West Virginia, or Cincinnati goes 4-8.
Ooh. Timeout in the game.
I would say there's more of a chance that Neil Brown gets fired.
Pull it. You got Cincinnati's schedule pulled up, Lane?
Yeah, I would say there's more chance that Neil Brown gets fired.
Let's go through Cincinnati.
I mean, you have Eastern Kentucky week 1.
Okay, I'll give him that one.
You go to Pittsburgh.
Loss.
That's
Not-
never
not-
fun.
not
That's
good.
never
That's
fun.
a loss to me. I know.
Yeah, Miami, Ohio. Shout out Roethlisberger.
The Red
Penn
Hawks.
State next?
Then you have Oklahoma at home.
Oh, Oklahoma.
Then you go to BYU. It's never fun. Iowa State at home. Baylor at home. Okay, you go to Oak State. UCF at home. You go to Houston. You go to West Virginia. And you got Kansas at home to finish it.
I'm telling you,
Look,
4-8, that's not a
look.
crazy take. I looked
No,
at the
it's
schedule
not.
yesterday. You better beat Iowa State. You better beat Iowa State, and you better beat West Virginia.
Yeah.
Better handle business against Miami, Ohio, and Eastern Kentucky. All right, that's 4. That's 4. They could legitimately go 4-8. I think if me picking one, I do think, though, they probably go 5-7. Maybe they get to 6-6 and make a bowl game. But unfortunately, and I like Neil Brown, I think he's Gonzo the Clown after this year at West Virginia.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's gone.
It's rough.
All right, my first one. What's more likely? Kansas wins 8 games or Kansas State repeats as Big 12 champions?
I need Kansas' schedule. I mean, K-State, I know you lost that little wizard in Deuce Vaughn, but I like the Will Howard kid at quarterback. I like the
If
way
Kansas State wins 8 games,
preaches
I'd
that
say
physicality.
I say Kansas State winning the Big 12.
Okay,
What's
you want
Kansas-
Kansas, you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
Kansas
Kansas
Jayhawks schedule? Missouri State,
Win.
Illinois, home. At Nevada,
To win.
BYU home. At Texas,
It was
Central Florida home. At Oak State, Oklahoma home. At Iowa State, Texas Tech and Kansas State back-to-back, both at home, and you end at Cincinnati.
Oh, it smells like 7-5 for Kansas to me. Oh, it smells like, and I love Jalen
That'd be a
Daniels.
win.
I know he's rocking a $50,000 chain with an Apple Watch playing his highlights on it at Big 12 Media Days. I respect it.
Doesn't fix your defense.
Yeah, it doesn't fix their defense. I think what Coach Leipold's doing out there is unbelievably impressive. Him and I think Mike Elko at Duke did 2 of the best coaching jobs last year in all of college football.
Yeah.
I know Kirby won it. I get it. I understand that. I know how it plays. Mike Elko, to me, was the coach of the year, but that's a story for another day. I'm going to say K-State repeats is more
I
likely.
agree with that.
I
K-State
agree with that.
repeats.
All right, which is more likely? Texas Tech to win 9 games or Baylor to win 9 games? Let's roll through these schedules.
Give me Joey McGuire and the
Roll
boys.
through these schedules real quick.
Give me Joey
Start with
McGuire and the
Texas Tech.
boys. I'm already giving you my answer. Tyler Shook,
All right.
surprise player of the
Texas
year.
Tech, week 1, you're at Wyoming. You have Oregon at home. Week
I think win. I said I think they're going to win that game.
Week 3, I don't even know what team that is. All right, but they're going to win.
What is it, Tarleton?
Tarleton. Yes.
Dude, don't sleep on Tarleton.
I don't know.
I'm just telling you.
Sounds like a toothpaste.
Yeah,
All
well,
right,
it
week
tastes,
4.
it tastes like
Week 4,
surprise.
you're at West
Beat you
Virginia.
up.
Week 5, Houston at home. Week 6, you're at Baylor. Then you have Kansas State at home. You're at BYU, TCU at home, at Kansas, UCF at home, then at Texas.
I'm going to hop on the Texas Tech.
You need to get on it with
Red
me.
Raiders.
Let me read the
guns up,
Baylor
You need
baby.
to get on it. You need to get on it with me.
Here's
One
Baylor's-
Punch Man and Baylor. I love them, but
Here's Baylor's schedule. All right, Texas State week 1,
win.
Utah at home. Week 2.
Loss.
Week 3, don't even know. You're going to win. Week 4, Texas at home. Week 5, on the road at UCF. Then you got Texas Tech at home. You're at Cincinnati, Iowa State at home, Houston at home, at Kansas State, at TCU, West Virginia at home.
So what was your question again? Who's going to
9 games. Which is more likely to win 9 games?
Give me Texas Tech.
All right.
I have a bonus one here because you and I are right in line comparing Texas Tech and Baylor. Mine was going to be what's more likely, Texas Tech beats Oregon or Baylor beats Utah, because they both have those Pac-12 matchups early in the season. You've already said Texas Tech's going to beat Oregon.
Yes.
But Baylor loses to Utah. What do you say, Blaine?
Where is
They're both at home
give me Baylor.
to beat Utah before Texas Tech beats Oregon.
Yep. I think Oregon's going to be just a better football team.
If you're losing patience because your hair is just running away like Usain Bolt, or maybe you're scared about inheriting that thinning look because it runs in the family, thanks, Dad! Finally, there's a real solution that delivers on its promise without the harsh side effects, unwanted chemicals, and unpleasant smells. Let's be honest, you don't want your hair to stink, all right? Especially if you don't have any. But Provia, okay? Provia Hair Care, Provia. They use safe natural ingredient called Procapil to effectively target the 3 main causes of premature hair thinning and loss. Now, we'll say, in our family, we don't lose hair. It just turns gray. But I've got buddies, right, who are losing it like savings right now when it comes down to the economy. And you go through, you have all these different options, but you want to find out who the best is, and that's Provia, David.
It's preventative. Do it now so you don't have to get implants later.
Very true.
Whatever they say.
Yeah, implanted transplants. Blaine, what are your thoughts on losing your hair?
Yeah, not a fan. Not a huge fan of it. So you need to get this done. What's kind of the first things people look at?
Yeah.
Teeth, eyes, whether or not you have hair in your head.
Like we said yesterday, you want to walk in.
Yeah.
You want to walk. If you're over 40 and you're back in the dating game, or you're in your 30s and you're in the dating game still, you don't want to walk in there and look bald and ladies just look at you and look the other way. Let's be honest. It's a big deal. Okay, we can beat around the bush, all right? But if you don't have any hair, you're going to have to either be super rich, wear a hat all the time, or just have unbelievably striking features outside of that.
Absolutely. Walk in with a leg up.
Hair up.
You want your hair on your head, not in the shower drain.
Yeah, so take advantage of Provia's exclusive introductory summer package at proviahair.com. That's Provia hair.com/booster. That's BOOSTER. And surprise, surprise, if you enter promo code BOOSTER at checkout, you get an extra discount. Okay? How fantastic is that? So see results for yourself right now. Don't wait. That's proviahair.com/booster. All right, here's my last one, and you asked Chris this one. I think it's a great question. Which is more likely, Texas or Oklahoma wins the Big 12 or the field? And guys, I'm just really right now, the Spidey senses,
Texas.
my Tobey Maguire's going off right now. I've got 3 of my 4 playoff teams. I think that, and again, it's not official. Well, I will officially put it out when I do it. But right now, I think you're going to have Georgia. I think you're going to have Michigan. And I think you're going to have Texas in the college football playoff.
I don't hate that pick. I don't think Oklahoma's going to win the conference. So to me, it becomes Texas or the field. Man, I would probably take the field. All of those teams want to keep Texas and Oklahoma from winning this conference.
Last hurrah at Texas.
But I do like the roster
12.
that Texas has right now. I would take the field if I was a gun to my head.
I'm going Texas.
Yeah, field, for sure. For sure. Texas will blow it.
And I know Oklahoma has Dylan Gabriel, but he ain't the Archangel. All right? And that's what I think they're going to need. Even though Venables, I like Venables down the road. I like the way they're kind of under the radar a little bit. I think going into the SEC, Oklahoma can actually do a little bit more damage maybe than Texas. I got to see what happens with Arch Manning. I want to see him because I think Quinn's gone after this year. I think Malik Murphy's going to leave and probably transfer to someplace where he can play against Texas. But right now, man, I really like this Texas team. The more I look into them, and I know, again, cue the jokes.
They're back, baby.
Stop.
They're back, everybody.
I never, ever.
They're back.
When's the last time I said Texas?
Well, if they make it to the playoffs, they're back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So you said they're going to make the playoffs?
No, but you're saying it in a very condescending tone. I don't like that.
Okay, how do you want? They're back.
There you go. It's good.
That's not better.
I like that better.
Throw it out.
Great
I like
Throw
that better. Anybody have any more?
I got one more.
All right, go ahead.
Because we're talking about, there's a lot of conversation about this could be the last installment of Bedlam we see with Oklahoma leaving.
Shoot, Mike Gundy said
Mike
this so
Gundy,
fast.
not happy yesterday. Oklahoma State rivalry may come to an end. So what's more likely? Oklahoma State wins Bedlam this season, or Iowa State has a winning season?
Ooh, give me Oklahoma State. Listen, Matt Campbell, and I'm going to say it again, and I like that he's a great guy, okay? And I know for some reason his name pops up every time a big job opens. Matt Campbell may be the most overrated coach in America. Maybe the most overrated one. There, I said it. Nobody else wants to say it because everybody just anointed him the golden child. After Iowa State had one good year. Go, bring up Iowa State. Bring up Iowa
crazy.
State's
I
record.
already got it pulled up.
You do, can I tell you, that's why, you know what? That's why you are Flaming Dragon.
I appreciate that.
All right, let's go.
You have UNI week 1. All right, then you have Iowa at home. You go to Ohio. Oak State at home. You go
To Ohio, which, like Ohio, the Bobcats?
Buckeyes?
Like the Bobcats.
Oh.
They're going to Ohio.
I would say Ohio State.
I know that, but they're
he
going
wouldn't.
to, I'm not worried about whether it's, they're going
To
to.
Ohio, correct.
So you play Northern Iowa, shout out Kurt Warner. That's not a walk in the park
No.
by any
Then
stretch
you
of the
play
imagination.
Iowa.
Then you play Iowa, who
Then you-
Cade McNamara is going to be painting pretty pictures over there.
Then you play Ohio. Then you play Oak State. Then you play Oklahoma. You have TCU at home. You go to Cincinnati. You go to Baylor. Kansas at home. You go to BYU. Texas at home. And you go to Kansas State.
Man, Iowa's going to win 2-3 games. Iowa State, I'm sorry. They're
Yeah,
gonna
they
win
went
2-3
they
games.
went 4-8 last
Tough
year.
sledding, man.
Wait, can you go through Matt Campbell like the last 4 years at Iowa State?
Yeah, give me a second.
Here.
That's that because, and again, I like the guy, but sometimes good guys finish last. Just the truth. Because I know Iowa State, man.
So his record, he's 46-42.
But look at the last couple
Um,
years.
So he went
So
3-9 his first year. You got it over there?
Yeah. So last 4 years. So 2019 he went 7-6. 2020 9-3. 2021 7-6. 2022 went 4-8.
Yes, and everybody, and again, I'm not saying he's a horrible coach, but they put him in the upper echelon. Remember, he's going to Notre Dame. He's going to be Notre Dame's head coach. He's one of the best coaches in the country, one of the best up and coming. You better do something this year.
Yeah.
You better do something.
I agree.
Because it's one thing to just be a good coach. All right, Matt Campbell, I think, is a good coach. He is not a great coach. And I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. But, and I know Iowa State, they love their football out there. I coached in that state
Brock
before. But I'm just telling you, man, I don't believe in this Matt Campbell train. I don't believe in it. I just don't.
I don't believe in it either. Shall we get to the Booster Club?
Let's get to him.
Let's go to Brad. He wanted to go ahead and throw the other $2 donation in there. He said, sorry, spelled the name wrong. But Coney, it's on.
Okay.
Oh, it's
a bet.
on.
It's
It's
on.
a bet.
Brad.
It's a bet. Lock it in.
Let's go to Ryan Gade. Ryan, we talked about this $5 donation. What is going on with the Bob Huggins saga? My only reaction is WTF. I love Hugs, but what the heck is he even doing?
No, I think the train's just gone off the rails. He said, look, I'm not going.
I'm not leaving.
He said, my wife.
Stand my ground.
Yeah, he said, my wife can send whatever text she wants. I'm not resigning. And they're
What
like,
do you
nah,
think that
Bob, like,
conversation
you
was like?
got to leave.
What do you think
man.
that conversation was like?
You want to talk
about
about somebody when
if
he gets.
she sent the text message, Bob's resigning.
And you got hit with a couple DUIs, you may be a little
Listen.
lost in the sauce.
Bob's going to resign. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. I bet the animals are scared.
Stand your ground, Bob. You stand your ground. Let's go to Matty Ice, 1994. Joe Milton versus Spencer Rattler. Who does it better this year? Give me
Huh,
Spence.
that's a Give me
good question.
Spencer.
Actually,
Give me
I'm
Spencer.
going to go Spencer Rattler,
Yeah,
too.
give me Spencer Rattler. Because I've seen Spencer
Hey,
Rattler
keep
do
your
it.
composure.
I've seen Spencer
Keep your
Rattler do it.
composure.
And I know what Tennessee did against Clemson in the bowl game. Okay, but it's different when you're the guy going into the year. That's a different flavor of ice cream. And if South Carolina gets into the year Spencer Rattler, as opposed to the beginning of the year Spencer Rattler,
It's going to be a problem all
It's gonna
year in
be a
the
problem.
SEC if that's the
Gonna-
case.
because
I don't know, closer to the season, though, I may give Tennessee the benefit of the doubt. Y'all know how I am. This is my new home
you
state,
got this
you know,
weird Tennessee syndrome.
Might just take them to make the playoff.
Yeah, you've got like fetal Tennessee
You
syndrome.
know they won't do then.
No, The less expectations, the better Tennessee plays.
Hey, YouTube, appreciate you guys checking us out. Make sure you subscribe. We're live each weekday, 7:30 to 9 a.m. Eastern.